All right, this for guys that don't understand the dynamics of how women use your reaction to groom you. Most male female interactions are um, set up through a power dynamic, and what that is basically um, the woman basically setting up small pieces of fragmented emotional outbursts or emotional uncertainty from how she's going to be. She creates an environment that is volatile, right? Maybe not with pure violence, but unpredictability, right? One minute she's okay, you do something she doesn't like, she throws a little hissy fit, she may even become distant, she may give you the silent treatment, she may withhold sex, she's not in the mood, she's angry. Um, she shows you many faces of her uh, emotional disposition, right? She wants to show you many different looks. It's like a baseball pitcher. If you've watched baseball, the pitcher doesn't pitch the same ball over and over. They got to give you different looks. Just like in any sport, they're not going to give you the same play over and over and over again. You become too predictable. You become one dimensional. The opponent knows how to read you, right? Women can't out physical us, right? They're not able to outpower us. We're men. But what they do have an edge on is the psychological and emotional game, right? They're masters at that. And many times for them, that turns into pure manipulation because in many cases, women do realize the power of when they mix their pussy with manipulation. It's a very powerful combination that works on men, that disarms a lot of men and gives them the leverage that you should not be allowing them to operate in because they don't respect power the same way we do. They don't deal with power the same way we do as men. Um, and they excuse me, they sure won't be fair. Yeah, that interaction won't be fair in any type of way. And they have to create that type of mismatch of a dynamic, right? Because of their feelings, their emotions are involved. So whenever a woman likes you, really likes you can be guaranteed she's going to start being manipulative even more. Her manipulation rate will kick up tenfold the more she likes you. Why? Because the fear of losing or having something interrupt that. So this is where she begins to groom you, right? And this is what I was talking about, where things start off cool, y'all vibing. She starts really liking you. And then she starts hearing these voices in her mind saying that, what if I'm giving too much? What if he doesn't like me the same way? Because a woman, even though they may not tell you, they want you to like them and be more into them than they get into you. And so when you see them pull back, it's because in their head, everything is strategic for them because they're so busy on guarding how they feel. You're never meeting the real woman that you think you're getting when you first meet them, right? All that sex, all that head, that's all strategic. She might not even like giving head, but she'll convince you that she does. And you'll think, oh, my girl loves that. No, she doesn't. She just knows how much it affects you and how much you like it and the power that she feels over you when she does it. It is all strategic, man. They really cannot afford to um, give you that much leverage over them, especially emotionally, man. And I, no. And because women are naturally more insecure anyway, uh, they're not going to play it fair. They're going to play it to benefit them so that you start being more emotionally wrapped up into them than that they're into you, right? It has to be that power dynamic. And here's the thing. Once she finds out that you are more into her, she's gonna fixate herself on a character that stays in line with what got you hooked that way. Meaning you may never see the true her if she's able to hook you with her manipulation and strategies. She's not going to go back to just being, okay, I got him now. Let me relax. Let me breathe. Let me stop playing games. Let me just be who I am. That's not going to happen. That has to be forced out of her. Only way you can force that out is by recognizing the game. You play along for a little bit, but you're constantly twisting and re-guiding her back the other direction, showing that you may have bent, but you're not going to break. And now that you did bend, you're now pushing back subtly, right? You have to allow them to feel like they're gaining ground, like they're actually winning with that. But then you have to do it in a way to where you're showing them you're actually going to lose with that. And because they like you and they don't want to lose you. That's why they're doing a lot of this. Some women, it's just purely for control. They need control in order to feel secure with you. They need control in order to function without their minds tearing their asses up, having an emotional wreck. They have to be in a controlling position. So once you begin to push back and restructure the interaction to where you have leverage, right? The most emotionally balanced person should always be leading. The most unbalanced emotional person that's not in control of their emotions, that acts out, should never be leading. And this doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman. If you're an emotional person, you should never be in a position of leadership. You're gonna destroy the whole operation one way or the other. And so in this dynamic, you have to be able to recognize that women are emotional. And when someone's extremely emotional, they always lead with manipulation. There's never a straight up and down fair interaction. They're always strategically manipulating to groom your behavior. And they're grooming your behavior to be predictable, to be consistent in the manner of which makes them feel comfortable. So, a lot of you are getting rewarded for sex. You're not even picking up that it's a strategy on how she does it. She may give you real intense moments of sexual gratification, and then it's lame and flat at times. And especially when you do something wrong. She's programming you to meet her standards, to live up to what makes and regulates her emotions, that makes her feel good. And once you get groomed enough to where you running on autopilot for her, you're never going to get the best out of her. And all of you guys will be constantly complaining about the woman you with. She doing this, she doing that, but you'll accept it because you've been psychologically groomed. And it's a deep pattern within the brain that's hard to break. That's how a lot of you stay with women who is breadcrumbing you. You're not getting shit out of it, but a presence of a body. But you have been groomed to feel like at least you have something that's still there for you. And they're performing with you. They're only giving you the bare minimums, just enough to keep the basic operational maintenance of that relationship. When she's went far above and beyond for other individuals. But she's found your weak point, your weakness, right? And she's exploiting you for it because she found it. And now she's groomed you to be the way that she wants you to be. You're in trouble at that point. And you're going to be miserable with that female. And you're going to be used. And then on top of the icing on the cake, she's going to discard you. Yeah, she's going to get rid of you. And you think, damn, I did all of this for her. I try to make her happy. I try to do all the things that I thought was right. And she still fucking left you. Because you never knew her to begin with. She found a way to operate with you in a way that protected herself, her ego, her feelings, her emotions, all of that. That character worked with you. So she kept that character. You didn't know who she really was. And that's how it plays out. Anyway, I might do another video on something like this, but just a little something off the top of the dome, man. A little knowledge, man. Hope this benefited. Like, subscribe. Till next time, have a good one.